My name is Sagar Ghumare. I'm a senior network engineer, and I work for software company, and the roughly size is 500 plus users. Almost more than 4.5 years. We're using it for quite some time now. So we use Cisco Endpoint as a antivirus on a computer, and that is one of the important use cases that we have for as an antivirus. Yeah, actually, at the beginning time we have a previous software, which has it's like an old way of saying it. Basically, it's looking for the signatures and stuff, and by the time we face the problem, try to fix it, it's already too old, and we were just not on top of it, and it was becoming more of a reactive to solution rather than proactive approach to fixing the problem. And that was the main driving force for us to find a solution that can be more proactive rather than a reactive. Definitely best feature right now for secure endpoint is the integration with Talos. So on the back end, Talos checks all the signatures, all the antivirus, malware or any attacks going on around the world. Cisco endpoint get the information from it. So we do get knowledge about all the attacks going across the world, and because of secure endpoint has in connection to it, we get protected by it right then and there. So rather than we looking for it, finding out the information, software does it for us without we have to get in between. So which is really a easier way of fixing the problem before we as a manually we have to look into it. So that really helps us to it's taken care of in a way. Tremendously, first of all, because we are always on point in terms of our solution. We are proactively looking into the alerts, and Cisco Endpoint is already taking care of the looking into it, provisioning it, and fixing it. All those three stages are done by the software itself. So we only are looking in terms of what is the statistics looks like and whatnot. So that really helped us in a way where, because the solution is taking care of itself, we get the chance to research more on the other side of it rather than focusing on the problem, because the moment the problem is there, Cisco Endpoint is already working towards to fix it. So that really helps us, and in a way we don't have to, I can go back to my home and just be peaceful at home, not thinking about if there's a next attack coming and I have to wake up in the middle of the day to figure out what's going on. So that really helps in a tremendous way. I would say easily like hundreds of hours in a quarterly system that we can think of. It definitely being saved because of this solution. That's a great question, because this software is doing such a good job, we barely have any recommendation in terms of what can be changed. But at this moment, I feel like in terms of integration with other more software, that can be helpful. And in terms of maybe a user experience in a way, if the UX design can be much more simpler, because I'm an engineer, so I understand what I'm looking at and I can be very intuitive in terms of what is it, what not. But the days where if other than an engineer, like a management level or some C level is looking at the portal of the web page, I would, if they can make it in more intuitive for someone who is not an engineer and that still can read what's going on in front of their web page and understand, that will be something. If they can improve, that will be a great. Yes, we used a different antivirus software previously, which was facing a lot of issues with the signature downloads and whatnot. So basically, antivirus is like you're looking for the signatures, see if the respective problem, and they they try to match those signatures. And this is like an old way of doing it, which was doing it for quite some time. And secure endpoint became a really a game changer in that field, where it's because it's a cloud-based approach, and we're already talking to getting the signature not only for our organization. Attacks will happen to the other organization, we also get that information, and we get protected already without even we have to intervene the process. So that really helped a lot in many ways. Previously we were using Cephos antivirus, and then we replaced it with the secure Endpoint, which was previously called AMP at the time. We looked into McAfee back in the days, Windows Defender and all different antivirus software, but we end up landing on AMP because of that reason, that connectivity with the cloud and instant connection to other resources, that really helped us to driving force to select this as a tool. Because we do see the value of what it's bringing, so I think that it priced it well. I understand we have to go through the different licensing process to get the solution, but at the end of the day, the amount of headaches and if you put into some kind of a number, it's priced it completely reasonable and well to have this as a product, because you cannot contemplate the amount of work it takes sometime to fix the problem, and that's already too late. So I feel like the value of the software is it's reasonable for what it does. I believe the first we did it through the management console. So we have a deployment software that we use to deploy it for the first stage to reach across our different computers. And once that's done, then we are managing the updates to those respective softwares through the cloud portal, basically. The deployment, I would say it was easy, but because the only reason it was easy because we already have a deployment solution ready for it. So if a new company wants to get this product, and if they don't have any kind of a management solution that can use it to deploy this software, that can be a challenge. And so that if there's a recommendation, if they can come up with some kind of a deployment process, I understand that's not the priority of the tool itself, but if that can be done, that will be great. But if the company already have a deployment solutions that can be used to deploy the softwares across the other computer, then the transition is pretty easy. Honestly, it's a one-man show, so that is also a really good point about it, because it can be done by one person all the way, and it does not take too many people for you to get ball rolling, which is a great part, and that really helps us because one person can handle the whole process. We don't need too many people just to get things going, which is a really good part of it. Awesome. So I'm a senior network engineer, so I do have a security background to it, so I do know what I needed. But a senior help desk engineer will also can get this thing done too. So you don't have to be like a senior network engineer or any higher degree or software just to understand the product. So that is really good about this thing, that any new person who is just trying to get into the field can learn about it and get on going with this thing process pretty quickly. So it's pretty user intuitive. Cisco Tech Support is being really good because they have a chat tool in the portal itself that if there's an issue, we can reach out to them right away. So it's pretty quick and easy, I would say, because the support itself is built in right then and there, so I can connect to it whenever I want to, which is really nice. I can give 10, but I know nothing is perfect, so I would say again 9 for sure. Just to be, there's always we all can improve. Right. Stability of the solution is definitely 10 on 10. I have no problems with that at all. It's consistent across the board, and that's perfect. Scalability of the solution is really good. With the Secure X, which is like an integration platform with all the other tools are coming in together. That really helps us to scale. Not only that, and I don't have to jump through the different windows and whatnot. I can see everything at one place. That really helps a lot since the SecureX launched like a couple of years ago, I believe. I would give 9 for sure on that one too. Yeah.